Hey folks, yes, I forgot to do the, you know what, here. Just because it is a traditional thing, even though I thought about I was going to leave it out, let me go ahead really quick and play the Marvel Studios intro.
Due to inflation, one good girl is now worth 1,132.13 bitches.
What? That's right, man. You didn't know about that. 13 bitches, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot, man. I can't only handle one bitch. I can't handle one bitch, man. 13? Shit.
Yeah, man. That's too funny, man.
Yo, you better give me a Xanax. You better give me a Xanax or something before I
Right.
that.
You need a Cialis or something up in here, man.
Give me a Cialis? Oh, shit.
What's up?
Yo, what up, J-Rat?
What's going on?
Good timing, man. You jumped in right at the good moment, man. We were laughing. Hey, this is Jacoby, man.
What's
How
going
you doing,
on?
Jay?
Good.
Doing all right today, bro?
Yes, sir. How about yourself?
I've been telling them what a limited verbal guy you are with like your reactions of good to Bandmaid. That's all he says. Like during the Bandmaid reaction, he's like it's good.
Words could not describe it.
That's right. That's right. So, anyways, hey folks, this is the MCU's Bleeding Edge. We got a whole new cast of characters here for this Sunday live stream MCU News Roundup special. We've got, again, for the second time, both of them, actually, from two separate individual shows. We've got Jacoby, the host of, oh, you know what? Marco, I forgot about you, brother. I'm going to send you the link right now, Marco. I'm sorry, bro. It is coming, man. It is coming. True knowledge is not always true at the end of the day. I slip up here and there. Now I gotta figure out where I even like have Marco or communicate with Marco. I can't tell if it's Instagram. I can't remember if it's Instagram or Facebook. That's okay. I'm a good multitasker. So anyways, I am Jeff S. True Knowledge, the house, co-host of the MCU's Bleeding Edge YouTube channel and podcast. Here with Jacoby, the host of, I believe, Jacoby, it is I Take My Coffee Black.
Yes, sir. Podcast streaming on all platforms.
Most definitely. And do you have anything you want to shout out? Do you want to say hi to anybody or anything like that?
Shout out to the MCU's Bleeding Edge, whole cast of characters, whole cast of family on there. Shout out to Jay Rent. We doing big things, man. Shout out to my boy Jeff S. True Knowledge. We're going to do this show right, man. We're going to do this show right.
That's how we do it, man. That's how we do it. So, hey,
yes,
Jay Rent, what's up, brother?
What's up, Jeff? What's going on?
Well, other than fucking up and like forgetting to send my boy, a link for the show, man, like I'm good, dude.
It happens, you know. You just get caught up in whatever moment you're in at the time.
Yeah, I feel like a real dick.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure he'll forgive you.
Yeah, that's like one of those things, though, man. Like, you know, it's one of those little like fine line kind of things. Like, it's okay to make certain mistakes when it comes to doing content and this kind of stuff, but like forgetting to send somebody a link for the show. I mean, hey, you know, like. You know, it's just not productive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not helping anybody. You know what I mean?
Hey, shit happens.
Nobody wins in that situation, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
There you go. Exactly. So, we got Jacoby here for a second appearance. We got J Rent here for a second appearance. And how do you guys feel about being here for your second time on the MCU's Bleeding Edge?
I'm honored, man. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Just
stop.
giving me all
Oh,
of that.
Jacoby, come on, dude. Don't give me that I'm honored bullshit. Come on, dude. Do you know how grindy
No,
I am?
I'm for real, man. Like, I mean, not too many people are trying to get me on their show, so I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. I'm a Marvel guy, so yeah, man. I appreciate you letting me come on the show for the second time. So, hey, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever. How many every times it takes? True knowledge, my man.
Yeah, we're gonna throw you in the fire in the mix for a bunch of times, man. But yo, Marco, I'm so sorry, man.
Don't worry about it.
Dude, I'm telling you,
All
man.
good.
I did not sleep much last night, and I'll be honest with you, that is the first time I have ever, in the history of live streaming and content creation, forgot to send a link to somebody for a show.
It's all good. We were both up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock last night. Don't worry about it. It's all
Yeah,
good.
man. I mean, you know what? We actually had a pretty solid, like, informative, educational type, like, chat this morning and shit and
Yeah.
whatnot. You
It was
know?
great. It's the most
Yeah.
most productive I've ever been at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Hey, at the end of the day, Marco, you know as well as I do, I think we've even talked about this and touched on this before. At the end of the day, your true friends, like, your true friends when it comes to, like, content creators or in general, are the people who will actually give you critical feedback that is a little negative here and there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you know?
You need honest feedback.
Yeah.
Smoke
Yeah.
blowing does nobody any good.
No, man. Like, seriously, I'm telling you right now, if you're down with playing the game where, like, you're okay with just having people tell you everything's great
Yes.
with your show, like, everything's nice, it's all good, like, oh, it was good, you know what I mean? You're happy with that, and, like, you're eating that up and shit, and you're all high off that, like, yo, you need to evolve your game, bruh.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I'm
not
saying?
it's not gonna get you anywhere.
No. All, like, literally, all of, like, the biggest, most impactful changes I've made with my content creation, with my moderating, with my recording, all came from people, like, pointing out something that I fucked up. Or did wrong, or wasn't doing right, or was doing the wrong way, or something like that. You know?
Yep.
You know, and I value people that actually have the balls to come to me and be like, hey, Jeff, man, listen, I love you, dude, but yo, you fucked up on that show last night, man. You sucked. It happens, man. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Even
need
like-
that
You
type
don't
of
have to
feedback.
be so mean about it.
I'm telling you right now, the YouTube comment section can be pretty savage to people sometimes. Sometimes it can be not so nice. But at the same time, you actually end up getting some pretty solid feedback from some of these people, even when they're shitty with you, that actually helps you.
Exactly.
You know? Like, they point out things that are wrong with your show, like if your audio's off, or like if your video's a little slow, or something like that. You know? They might slip in, like, you know, you're a piece of shit, too, you know what I mean? Along with it.
Anytime you're putting content out there, you have to grow the thick skin, but learn how to take the advice. Learn how to take the comments and improve your game. But and just weed out the bullshit and the haters and the ones who are just sitting there, standing on their chairs, caps lock, screaming at their computer.
I have a friend named Logan. He's 20 years old. He's a kid, man. He's a content creator. He's the host of the Crisis Variety Hour, and he's actually a pretty solid creator. I've recorded with him a couple times. He's flaked on me the last couple times. I've had him about to come on the Bleeding Edge. He's like bounced. He hasn't showed up or like dropped out last second and shit. But he's a kid. I don't care. But he's funny. He's kind of cute because he actually like dwells on the comment section shit, like the ugliness and like the comments he gets and whatnot. Like he's always got something to say about it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and it's like, dude, you can't worry about that. I mean,
No,
seriously.
you can't. You'll be finding yourself swinging from the rafters in no time.
Nah, man. And not only that, but like, hey, like I've had a guy stalking me, an ex-friend stalking me that I met on Rizzle, a content creator named Frankie that's been stalking me for like over 6 months, right? And like he pops up on my TikTok, he pops up in live streams and like talks shit to me, makes all these fake accounts and everything. He's crazy. He's a troll and he's a stalker. And I'm telling you right now, if I fit into his bullshit and like played his games, he would come at me 10 times harder than he actually does. You know?
That's what he wants.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
mean,
That's exactly what he wants. You're right.
hey, we all have insecurities and stuff like that. You know, we all have like little things about ourselves that like, you know, we wish we were a little bit better, or you know, could be, you know, bigger or smaller or tighter or sound better or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, you know, and you shouldn't have to almost die and like get disabled and all that to like get to this point either. Like, you know, when you got some dude in your comment section or on your live stream, like, when all he's got to say to you, like, to make fun of you is, like, talking about your teeth and shit like that and whatnot and everything, it's like, yo, hey, man, it's all good, dude. Like, my teeth are fucked up or whatever. It's all good, Frankie. You know, I know it, you know it, and you know what? I'm still getting more pussy than you. You know what I mean? So, hey, you better up your game, bro.
Right.
But anyways, on to, like, the actual, like, meat of the program here. We do actually have some informative, educational, valuable, interesting content to talk about that's MCU related. I'm sorry to Marco that I did not get a hold of you earlier and give you a heads up on what we're going to be covering, but you won't have any problem or struggle with any of it because you're already pretty much in the know with all of it.
Yeah, you know I'll fly with it.
Yeah, and Jacoby and J-Rant, next time you guys come on, I'll try to make sure that I get that stuff out to you a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Well, hey, I mean, look, when it comes down to it, when I do these MCU news roundtable discussions or roundups and stuff like that, all I really do is basically just kind of skim and do like a quick summarization of the article and whatnot. And then I come off that and I just throw questions and throw topics out from there. And like, you know, or if you guys have something to say right off the article, whatever, jump in, say your thing, you know. This is Sunday night. Let's have fun. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if we go down some rabbit holes and shit, we'll do things just like over on Marco's show. We'll just let it roll.
You know how my show rolls. 30 minutes on topic, 2 hours on all kinds of other bullshit has nothing to do with the topic at hand.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something right now. When you've like made good content with somebody one-on-one or whatever, like, and you know you've recorded well and you've had a good recording with good chemistry and shit, you know it. And like me and Marco banged on a show a couple weeks ago, and that shit was solid.
Yep.
I mean, you want to talk about like for like nothing but like a wide open conversation and discussion that was all over. It was tight.
What do we start off with? Daredevil for 10 minutes, like not even, and then that was well over 2.5 hours of nothing to do with Daredevil.
That shit was like that shit was the Band-Maid.
Deadpool.
That was
Deadpool. Even I forgot.
That shit was the Band-Maid of podcast episodes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
All over the place.
Straight up. So J-Rent, what do you have to say about Band-Maid a day later after those reaction videos we did, man?
Like I said, it was good. No, I liked it.
You're so funny, dude.
Dude, I really liked it. I told you that it was, you know, it was solid. They were very talented young Japanese ladies.
You think Jacoby has any idea what he's getting into when I drop that Band-Maid on his ass?
Nah, I don't think so. He'll be surprised, you know. You know, especially if he's into any type of rock genre, it's refreshing.
I'm assuming that Jacoby bangs with some rock and roll. I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna call it right now. Jacoby, you are gonna be like fucking blown away, man. When I drop Band-Maid on you, dude, we do a reaction. You're not even know what to say.
You wanted me to. You were gonna kind of like give me a little
research
on that.
Yeah, man, best live rock band in the world, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, dude. Like they're like a machine. I'm telling you, like. Their live performances are better than like studio created like music videos. The live performances are better.
Wow.
Right, J-Rat?
Yeah, you can tell that if you. I mean, I have never been to a show of theirs because I've just recently heard of them. But you can tell if you look at any of their videos that, you know, it's the energy's there. The energy's on the video, and I'm pretty sure just like any show you go to, it's like 10 times over being there. You could just see it on the video.
Well, good luck getting a ticket to any of the U.S. shows for their tour for their tour this year, because I guarantee you all those tickets are already gone. And you know what? It's bullshit. They gave California 4 fucking shows, but they didn't do 1 in Florida. Pisses me off. It really does. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, you had to give 4 of them to California? I mean, I guess I get the geography, like the geographical aspects, I do. But Marco, I can't remember. What were your thoughts on Band-Maid?
It's an interesting band. I know very little about rock and roll in general, even less now that I have an almost 2-year-old. So if they're not playing on Coco Melons or Encanto, that's really not my wheelhouse these days. I'm in that, little kid bubble. You get out in like 18, 19 years and you still see if the old shit's still playing. Hey. Oh, great, I'm in.
Yo, I'm done with that shit, man. I'm never going back. I'm done. I'm out.
I'm in the bubble. 19 years from now, let's see if there's any news out there. See if anything's on TV. Be great.
That's right. We got Dollface here, and of course, I know who this is. This is a new friend of mine, and a friend of Jay Rent's, his quasi co-host, I believe, essentially, right, Jay Rent?
Yep, that's it.
That's right. Dollface actually joined me and Jay Rent on some Batman reaction videos. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yep,
yeah,
sure was.
That's right. That's right. I'm processing them on YouTube as we speak. So Marco, what's been going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's been a long ass week. It's been a long ass week of work. So I'm just getting back into the chair and looking forward to some recording. Regular day job has been just crushing me, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
You're not the only person that I've heard that from in like the last couple of weeks. I've talked to a couple different guys that are just like killing it right now at work. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and I feel for you. I do. Like, I'll tell you, I used to be in my career, in my old life, I almost like at times would become consumed with my career and like my job and stuff like that. I was one of those people. I would take it home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not a healthy work-life balance.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
So I'm working on that and bringing my staff up to speed. So like, I got yesterday off, so that was good. But then it was right back at it today for about 5 hours. But we finally finished up the black belt testing, and I don't have to deal with that again for quite a while. So that was good.
Yeah, that, and I was like, and I was a hard ass, and I was competitive as fuck at work. Like with other employees and whatnot. I wanted to be the best. So at that point, I would just like never say no when like other techs would ask me to step in and take their week of like on call, 24-hour on call or whatever. When I just did mine, I'd be like, yeah, why not? I'll do another one. Yeah, I'll do a third one in a row. Why not? And before you know it, you're working like 87 hours a week. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's how that goes. Eventually, like I don't care how like hardcore you are, that shit takes a toll.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Like one of those Instagram reels where somebody's like, "Oh, I used to work for a company 40 hours a week, so I decided to open up my own business, and now I'm working 130 hours a week." I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you right now, like, I mean, I remember working crazy hours, and like, I never bragged about it or or talked about it all positive. Like, I'm so happy that I worked 90 hours last week. Like, that shit used to kill me.
Yeah.
But hey. That part of my life is over. I have nothing. I do not have to worry about having a career again. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
This is your career.
That's where I'm at.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. I am a full-time content creator, and so just basically to start things off, Marco, I just wanted to mention to you that just kind of like as a side note from our conversation this morning. Like, I do honestly, like, admire and think highly of your moderation skills and whatnot. I think that you're really good. I think you and I have a lot in common, too, as far as, like, our style and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And, like, how we like our shows to flow and whatnot and everything. And at that point, I guess that's kind of why I feel like I connect with you on that level to where maybe I kind of, like, I feel like I kind of understand where you'd be at, like, with your show. You know what I mean? Like, or with guests and stuff like that,
Yeah. I just got to get my core team, my regulars up to speed. And that's almost, just like I have to do my staff. It's kind of like training. Just kind of get them up to, what I mean? And what the general vision is for the show and how to run it. And then it's just like anything, I've been teaching martial arts for 32 years now. Nice. So, it took time to become the instructor I am today. Right, I was not like this 32 years ago when I started teaching. So it's gonna do this. It's gonna be the same thing here.
But what style of martial arts you teach?
Primarily American karate, Shotokan, and Kempo, but we sprinkle in all the other different things that I've practiced over the years, from Wing Chun to Aikido to stick fighting, a little kickboxing. So it just depends on what we're working on and what rank we're at, but the main core of the curriculum is Kempo and Shotokan.
I've got Oh, I'm sorry, Jacoby. No, I was going to say I
was just telling you because I'm.
Oh shit. Okay, check this out. I'm going to say this. I've got a streak going right now. I want to say it's probably about over 3 full years where I've given every single woman that I've fucked multiple orgasms every single time. I have. I've got a streak going.
It's an interesting streak.
Yeah. I don't play around, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't give a chick multiples, I'm disappointed.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I like my favorite part of being on the show is Jeff's segues or non sequiturs.
Hey, listen.
33 years in the martial arts. I have 1,000 pennies. Okay,
look,
we're gonna move forward.
This is the Sunday night show. Okay, like, hey, I get to cut loose tonight.
It's the
okay,
best part.
I know I have Alexis here moderating or whatever. Like, give me dirty looks and everything.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got there from the martial arts.
We putting him on, or is he putting us on? I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I just do that, J-Rap. I just do that. I completely change, like, the whole dichotomy, like, on shit. Like, when we talking about ice skating, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, yeah, I wanted to bang a chick in a wheelchair one time.
Okay. So then it's natural to get lost in conversation here. Then, like, what? Wait a minute.
Yeah. A little bit.
The last chick I talked to on a dating site, I think it was POF, that was in a wheelchair. I told her straight up in our conversation, I was like, just so you know, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I actually am looking forward to and want to bang you in your wheelchair. Like that. I was like, that is a part of why I'm interested in you.
Right.
Why not? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I mean,
POF.
It wasn't a winner with her, but you'd be amazed at like what chicks will do when you actually give them that brutal honesty like that. That's some real shit.
That's like the slums of the dating app.
Yo, listen, bro. Don't be dissing POF, okay?
You said that's the slums?
That's like where you go, like when you're like,
God.
damn, I need to fucking just find somebody to say
Yo, POF is a good spot where if you're really lucky and you pop on at like 2:30, 3:30, 4 a.m. or whatever when you're fucked up or whatever and you're really horny,
you're going.
Like you might just meet some chick randomly that like just comes over to your house or whatever 10 minutes later and shit. It happens. It happens.
Put condoms on that motherfucker.
Yeah, just double bagging.
Yo,
basically when Tinder stops answering your emails and calls.
Listen. I want to talk about something. I want to tell you something right now that haunts me. Something that haunts me. I got together with this fine ass black chick one time, bro. Fine as fuck, fine as hell black chick, bro. I'm telling you, she was like, she was a little too skinny for me, but she had really nice, like perky C cups, and she had a shape, like she had curves, and she was tall, and she had beautiful skin, very pretty, and she was tight as tight as fuck. And dude, I straight up I totally like screwed up. I didn't handle the situation correctly. I got together with her at 5 a.m. or some shit, which is like, yo, you guys already know. When it comes to men, our performance levels aren't so great like at 4 or 5 a.m. 9 p.m.'s better. Anyways, so my one shot with this chick, my one chance, dude, I straight up busted in less than a minute and a half. It was done. It was over. That shit sucked, man. I'm telling you, dude, it haunts me. It haunts me. And I saw her later on again on Bumble, and she told me that if I wanted to get together with her again, it would have to be $10,000.
Woo!
Wow.
Yep.
10K.
I was like, dude, what are you talking about? I already hit that shit.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, I know.
You might not even have noticed it because I was so quick, but I was there. That was my dick.
Oh yeah, 10K.
Right.
Huh?
Doesn't that piss you off, dude? When some fine ass chick and something like that happens with a chick, and it's like a bad timing kind of thing, like you're not in your peak performance mode and shit, and something like that happens, and then you never get another shot at her again. It's over. You get like it's done.
Hey, you can't live in the past,
Pretty
man.
much done.
Can't do it.
Hey, I'm sorry,
You
man.
pretty
Like,
much done on that one.
I don't dwell on very much, but like I'm telling you right now, dude. There's a couple of like memories I have from back when I was a teenager, like when I was like a virgin and I was scared to have sex, and I had my first chances to do it with like a couple of like fine ass like little teenage girls and shit from back in the day. Dude, I'm telling you right now, like if I could go back, I would have smashed the hell out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, dude. I would have savaged them. I don't even care, man.
Stretched them out.
Yeah. I would have went to work. You know, I would have went to work with my virgin like nut and like 3-second ass. It would have been straight. But anyways,
Jeff lives 1.5 minutes at a time.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm only able to give women multiple orgasms through like long, multiple hour like periods. You know what I mean? Like, you know. But anyways, so as far as the MCU, as far as Marvel Studios, as far as Phase 4, as far as early Phase 5, because hey, you never know what the hell's going on these days. We still got COVID going on and whatnot and everything. We could still end up with movies getting pushed out again and whatnot a couple months from now, or who knows, you know? Those possibilities like that are actually still there. But as far as the Ironheart Disney Plus series, now I knew when I brought this one up that Jacoby, you might not be like super familiar with Ironheart. I didn't know about you, J Rant, if you knew anything about Ironheart.
No,
I
I'm
know
not
who
very
she
familiar
is.
with it.
I
Well-
know she's that smart little girl that created that suit.
Okay, yep. Marco, what do you know about Ironheart?
I know that they just cast somebody now, but of course it's leaving my head. Is it Dominic
That
Thorne?
guy from,
Dominic
that
Thorne's
dancing
playing
stuff,
is going to be playing Riri Williams.
right? And the little Spanish guy.
Yeah, and they
that
got
dancing movie.
yeah, and we have from the Hawkeye series. We saw what's his name? Ironmonger's son, right? He's going to be playing in this one as well.
Ironmonger's son?
Yeah, what's his from Iron Man? From the original Iron Man.
Wow, I didn't know he had a son.
Yeah, so the mansion they go to in the Hawkeye series.
Okay.
Right? That's so if you saw the name on there, it was Obadiah Staines.
Okay.
It's his son. Is basically he's potentially like the villain or something like that.
Okay. Well, maybe he'll be a better villain than his dad was.
Yes, because he was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, I mean, Marco. So you know a little bit about Ironheart. I mean,
Yep.
I'll be honest with you. I want to say I really feel like when it comes to Ironheart is one of the characters, one of the Disney Plus series where I really feel like it's going to be kind of a Eternals kind of deal. A lot of the fandom aren't going to know who Ironheart is. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not.
Yeah, they're going to have to push out a really compelling story and really sort of blow everybody away to make anybody care. You know, to make the general public care about this show, because I think it's a very small niche, attraction to people who like that character. So to make the general populace care about it, you know what I mean? And we know Disney kind of bait and switched us with Boba Fett, where everybody loved that character, then they screwed the pooch for 5 episodes.
Oof.
You know what I mean? So hopefully they don't do something like that with Ironheart, and they crush it out of the gate and make it just an amazing story. Because I mean, they've had on the Plus shows, I would say half successes, right? We know Mandalorian crushed it, knocked it out of the park. Boba Fett not so good, right? WandaVision was a mixed bag, even though I loved it. Right?
Yeah,
I loved WandaVision because it was a completely different
dope.
take. It was a different way to do it, and a lot of great story behind it. But then, Hawkeye was serviceable. Too many chase scenes, too much ridiculous.
I just watched Hawkeye. I didn't really.
It was
I like
serviceable.
Hawkeye,
It could get us. It was to get us to the next step, right? To get to get the characters in there that we need to, right? To get Kingpin in, to start bringing in Daredevil and all the other characters and all the street level, people. So it was just a stepping stone, if you will.
Go ahead, Jacoby. Go ahead. What were you gonna say about Hawkeye?
I really wasn't. I mean, I just finished watching the series like last night, and it was I just like the Ronin character. I like Hawkeye in general, but
the
show was like Entertainment Rant says. I mean, it was just to get us through something, and we needed. I mean, they have to give us something, man. These Disney Plus series, they have to give us something to hold us over until the movies come. Because
who doesn't like Ronin? Who didn't like Ronin? Everybody loved Ronin.
Yeah. My thing in that Hawkeye series too, the girl with the one leg, she was just kicking everybody's ass, and I was just like, yeah, cool, whatever. Kate Hudson, she's a badass archer, but I just like Hawkeye, the Ronin character, but the series, like you said, it was just trying to hold us over, man. Just get us to Doctor Strange. So
J-Rap, did you catch Hawkeye?
No, I'm not in the middle of Hawkeye right now. The last one, I just finished watching the Book of Fett, and like you said earlier about the first 5 episodes were, or I don't know what they did. It's very funny because a friend of mine, he was like, "Man, Boba Fett was so OP, and they nerfed him in his own episode. Like they made him."
The stuff with the stuff with the Tuskens was banging, dude. Was fire.
So I need to watch Boba Fett, dude.
It was way too much of it. That could have been maybe 2 episodes of his backstory with them and figuring out why he had the motivations. And we needed Cad Bane in from the beginning. They should have dumped him in the first episode.
You didn't think that Tusken backflash shit was fire?
I thought it was great. It was just far too much of it. It was 5 episodes of him in the tank in the water, waking up in the water every time, going back there to flashbacks. It was way too much flashbacks, not enough of what's happening today. It made you not care. And he's just walking around the city going, yeah, this looks cool. We'll just kind of hang out here and do our thing. And, there's a war coming, which turned into a mild skirmish in a couple of streets. Being chased by 2 spider robots that they kept shooting at for no reason.
Well, I have one of those tanks right over there in the corner of my room, but mine's for my STDs. Instead of going to the doctor, I go in my Bacta tank. You know what I'm saying?
Got to get your Bacta tank. You're gonna be in there every morning and make a show out of it.
Yeah, so that's how I do it. But I'm telling you, I mean, look, hey, I liked Boba Fett. I thought, hey, I'm a positive guy. I'm not a super massive Star Wars fan, but I did enjoy. I'm watching The Mandalorian right now, so I'm like, I'm watching stuff out of order. I should have saw it before Boba Fett, but either way, I felt like Book of Boba Fett was like up and down. You know what I mean? It had some really good moments. It had some like okay moments. It had some kind of shitty moments. The chase scene in like episode 3 or whatever with like the tech fucking people or whatever, kids or whatever, was stupid as fuck.
The after school special gang.
Yeah, that shit was dumb as hell.
On their Power Ranger bikes.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with those kids, man. I don't know what's up with those kids.
Yo, that shit was stupid. That shit was stupid, bro. I would never hire those damn kids.
This ruthless bounty hunter, and then he's hiring these kids.
He's hiring kids. He's got Black Chewbacca. Great. He was awesome. And you have...
I liked Black Chewbacca.
He was awesome. He was a great addition to the show. You have, great guest stars like Stephen Root. You have Danny Trejo, who you do for 2 seconds in one episode, and then never bring him back. I want to ride a Rancor. We never get to see him trying to ride that Rancor. He just goes from, I don't know how to do this, to I'm a badass Rancor rider. In the last episode, there was so many missed points to that show. They could have scripted that way better.
The Mandalorian
so pretty much
that.
It was the Book of Mando Fett for the last 3 episodes.
It
was there.
The Rancor looked fucking great though, man.
Oh, Rancor was awesome until it started doing the King Kong up the side of the building for no good reason. Throwing people out. I was just waiting for the helicopters and planes to come through for it to swat them down.
He was searching for white vision.
Yeah, apparently he did. He tried to crunch on Mando's helmet, and they just, all right, you're not chewable, so I'll throw you down.
Yeah, what was up with that? Why was he fucking with Mandalorian like that?
Well, at that point, he had been just basically agitated because they were starting to shoot at him. So he just got pissed off, and he threw Boba off, and Boba got thrown off, and he's just rampaging. He was the rampage monster, right? He was one of the lizard or the wolf or the whatever coming through and just bashing down the buildings, right? And then somebody shoots him down. And he goes ooh, 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 back down to a little human and skirts off.
I thought the Rancor was actually intelligent.
Not really. They're just kind of beasts that they get, and they're good for serviceable riding and eating shit. That's about it. That's why he was able to ride him so easily. And they basically very much get Jedi mind tricked very easily.
Man.
Yo, I don't care, man. I could have watched a 13 episode series of just the Tuskens and Boba. That would have been good enough for me, dude.
That was a lot of walking through the desert. It was literally just desert Lord of the Rings.
I've done that before. I've gone on one of those like quests to go like find sticks and shit out in the middle of the night, all fucked up, like Boba. I've done that, man.
There was some great parts to it, like the Sarlacc stuff. That was pretty cool. When they clearly a lot of it was sort of like formulaic. Like, all right, obviously the tentacles are going to grab the ship because he's right on top of it. But dropping the sonic charge into it was beautiful. It blows it.
Wait a minute. What was that? Was that a baby Scarlac or something like that?
No, that's the one from Jedi. That's the one that he got thrown into in Jedi. So it's been around for thousands of years, and he gets, he's trying to find his suit in there because he forgot that he got jacked up by the Jawas.
Yeah,
he came out of the Sarlacc with his suit on. How he forgot that? Nobody's really sure. How he forgot that he come out of the Sarlacc fully costumed, and the Jawas just bumped him with a gun, and he was obviously jacked up by these guys who are like half his size. They're very furry, and they jack him up. They steal the tires. They the hubcaps off of him, and off they go.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not know that it was the Jawas? They're always stealing shit.
Yeah, somebody took his stuff. I mean, he saw it before they hit him, and then he just gets knocked out. Spends however long. Timing was really weird. And then he goes back into look like, oh, what's in there? Nothing. Okay, fine. There's nothing in there. But then it tries to bite the ship, and he drops the sonic charge, and it goes away. It was a fun little way to kind of give the FU to the Sarlacc that ate him. You know what I mean? That tried to eat him.
Why would the armor ever be down there anyway?
It wouldn't be, because there's no way he would have got out of that Sarlacc if he wasn't still wearing the armor. The armor is what saved him, not only his oxygen, but protected him from the stomach acids of the Sarlacc. The only way he got out of there alive, he would never been out if he didn't have his armor still on. So it's a little bit of like that, holes in the continuity of like why wouldn't he think that?
Yeah, you just forget. So that's what they make it seem like he just forgot.
Apparently, that knock from the Jawa really knocked from loop. Those are strong little motherfuckers.
Well, maybe okay. Go ahead, J-Rat.
I was say maybe they just wanted to give us, because there's a lot of nostalgia from the prequels in there. You get with the Sonic Charge, and you've got the Naboo fighter. I kept saying that I was on Naboo fighter. You have the Naboo fighter from it. So little bits of the prequel nostalgia in there.
Which was great. You have R5 toting around, right? The red droid that Luke's father tried to buy, and that was awesome. Throwing it in there, that was a cool little bit in there. I love that part. Just watching some of the Easter eggs in there was really cool. Getting the Luke stuff, I thought was fun. Like, I enjoyed it, and I loved how they did it. I thought that was amazing. The work they did on Luke was obviously better than what they did in Mandalorian, because they've had time to make it better. But that whole Luke giving him the ultimatum like a Sith, like you choose A or B and otherwise fuck off, like that was kind of weird. And he gave him the little mini green finger. I'm taking my chainmail and I'm going home. Like, that was pretty cool. You kind of saw it coming, but it's okay because you didn't have to watch that whole bit. You know what I mean? We didn't need to necessarily see him actually make the decision. We just get him popping up in the X-Wing with R2, which is really cool, going in there to save the day. But I kind of wish they used a little bit more of him in the end, just kind of save the day. It was kind of weird. He just kind of sat there.
Hey, shout out to Dowface. We appreciate your comments. Thanks for being in the comment section. It's good to see you again. And yeah, you're right. They just wanted the reason to show the cool CG of the pit and shit. Yeah, I agree. Okay, back to the Ironheart Disney Plus series. So I don't know for sure. I don't think anyone does officially whether or not Ironheart is going to be in Black Panther 2 first, and then the series is going to come out, or the series is going to come out first. Right, Marco? We don't know for sure.
Right.
No.
Not that I've seen, no.
No, because we have no schedule at all at this point for like what we're going to get after Moon Knight. We think it's going to be She-Hulk. Like that's where the money's at, and then Miss Marvel probably after that.
Yes, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, but we don't know, so we'll have to see. But with Ironheart, I'll tell you right now, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here. Like I'm all like I'm all positivity and optimism when it comes to Marvel Studios and like Marvel and shit. But yo, who the hell was freaking like screaming for like Ironheart to come out and like them do a Disney Plus series with Ironheart?
I think it was more because of the Young Avengers type of shit. So they have to throw them all in, like just put them somewhere and let them come in and do their little Disney Plus. Better off doing a Disney Plus than giving her a movie by herself.
Well, yo, we had Iron Man. He's dead.
Right. Is he?
This universe.
You still got the multiverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Iron Man is dead.
Yeah.
Right,
Our Iron Man is dead.
No amount of money will ever bring RDJ back in the MCU.
No, he's not coming back. He's not coming back.
That's right.
No.
Although he said that he might.
I don't see it happening.
He might, and if they did, it's not. If they, he said he would do it if the story was right, but it wouldn't be in the future. It wasn't like he came back from the dead. It might be a cameo, something, a flashback, or
but I
something
thought about
if
this.
it necessitated the story.
But I've tried to think about that. I've thought about this before. I can't come up with a theory or any type of premise where they could actually bring him back and it would make sense logically.
Well, the only way would be a multiverse. He's from a different universe, and it's still Tony Stark. It's still Robert Downey Jr.
See, that's too much. That's too much, Marco. That's the overextension of the multiverse that I don't want.
No, because it would cheapen the death. It would 100% cheapen the death.
See, that's one thing I want to put out there.
I think it would cheapen the death if they were to bring him back to life somehow.
Yeah, I mean, listen. That's one thing about this multiverse stuff. It's really cool. It is. Like, Doctor Strange 2, the trailer is dope as fuck. We're going to watch it in a minute. But hey, the whole thing with the multiverse is you can go too far with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can overdo it.
I don't think Marvel is trying to go. I don't think they're going to do that, though. Go too far with trying to bring somebody of that magnitude back anyways.
No.
Well, who the hell knows? Professor Xavier is in the Doctor Strange 2 trailer, so...
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he's pulling in the kind of cash that RDJ was.
No. I doubt it. I mean, hey, how much do you think that they paid Ben Kingsley to freaking act with that stupid, like, ass-faced animal or whatever in Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
He's fucking idiot.
Still not RDJ money.
Yo, I would just, like, quit. If, like, they told me that was going to be my role and I was going to be, like, acting with that fucking, like, whatever that thing was or whatever, I'd be like, yo, I'm out.
I mean, it is Sir Ben Kingsley, but at the end of the day, like a Patrick Stewart, the one thing I appreciate him is he doesn't take himself so seriously and be like, I'm Ben Kingsley. How dare you ask me? It's like, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's fun. Shit, I'll do it. That's okay. Look at all the crap that Patrick Stewart does. When he did those commercials, the alcohol commercials, and he's just like hiding, like, it's not me. Like, he did American Dad. He goofed on himself.
Right.
Like, he doesn't give a shit. He's a classically trained actor who will just like do stuff because he knows that the fans love it when he does that.
Maybe he did it just because it was so stupid.
Yeah, like shit. Why not?
He was like, "Fuck it," like, you know what I mean? Like, this is retarded. I'm doing it.
I got my Oscar, right? I do.
Yeah,
Gandhi. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, like, hey, hey, I bet it like at the highest level of acting. Why not be at the fucking shit end?
Yeah, come in for 5 minutes and do my thing and talk to this.
Like you said, he doesn't take himself seriously.
Yeah. You got to appreciate that, right? The one thing always bothered me with Obi-Wan there, Al Guinness, he got pissed off that he was famous for that role. Like, dude, you were famous for that role. You know what I mean? Your career got a big, and he was a classically trained actor, had been in a ton of shit. But if it wasn't for Star Wars, I wouldn't know who the fuck he was.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So what the hell? Like, why be pissed off at something that was extremely successful? It doesn't take away or diminish the work you did prior. You still did amazing work, stage, screen. This is just a massive, thing that you've done, and people adore that character. and they're still talking about that character. They're making the show about that character, and the guy who's playing him is now getting closer to that age that he was. So he's trying to play it like him. Like, I mean, how much of an homage is that?
Maybe they should substitute him into the Ironheart series and throw her in the fucking garbage.
Well, they're trying to keep to the comics to some degree.
Yeah. Facts.
She could go on the bench with Brie Larson. No, we're not going to get into Brie. We're not going to get into Brie tonight.
Oh my God.
Anyways, just J Rant and Marco and Jacoby. It is a well-known MCU's Bleeding Edge fact that, like, I'm not a big fan of Captain Marvel, the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even.
It was all right, but not the character.
I don't even understand. I can't even understand people that like Captain Marvel, the movie. I don't even get it.
It was one of those serviceable movies that got us to the next stage.
One of those serviceable movies, yep.
It's a filler, like Eternals,
Oh my God!
I didn't think it was necessarily as bad as, let's say, Thor: The Dark World, But
yo,
I'm a big Thor fan.
I love Thor. That Dark World was needed another script rewrite. That needed one or two more passes at the script.
It wasn't.
I think his movies. His movies got kind of like. I mean, Ragnarok was great. I thought
Ragnarok was awesome. Love and Thunder is going to be
They could have brought that. They could have brought the ass face animal from fucking Shang-Chi in for Brie Larson and subbed her in for Captain Marvel. It would have been a better movie.
She's pretty wooden. I don't know if she's oak or cherry, but she's pretty wooden.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be embarrassing when Miss Marvel comes out and outacts Brie Larson. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's not gonna be hard.
Are you talking about the character?
Yeah. When that new actress that's like never acted before, whatever, comes out and starts slamming Brie.
Yeah, I got a couple of pop figures behind me that could probably outact her.
I'm telling you right now, man. Like, I can already see how it's gonna go down with Captain Marvel 2. Like, they're gonna end up having to cut out like half of Monica Rambeau and like Miss Marvel scenes and shit because they're gonna steal the movie.
That's okay. They shouldn't let them steal the movie. They're gonna have to move on with them anyway.
Because isn't it supposed to be like an all girls thing in that movie?
Well, no, it's all Marvel. Like, it's all like they're all linked to like the name Marvel because like right. Miss Marvel,
right.
and her idol is Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? And then Photon, Monica Rambeau is Captain Marvel in the comic books. So you know what I mean? They all like in some way connect to the term Marvel, or Captain Marvel. But no, I'm telling you right now, like that would be some sad shit if Miss Marvel and like Monica Rambeau had to carry Captain Marvel 2 while Brie's on the bench with like making $37 million and shit.
Damn, she made that type of money,
and she's still got like 7 movies left on her contract.
What? Well,
which won't be all just Miss Marvel movies, though. She'll be in some of the Avengers stuff, and
right.
Oh yeah, I can't remember exactly what the contract was. I don't think she has 7 productions left or whatever. But still, I know they signed her to like a long term contract when they signed her.
Yeah,
multiple pictures.
Yeah,
wow.
You know, I'll tell you right now. For a while there, like I don't know, a year and a half ago, there was this really heavy rumor that they were going to have Rogue from the X-Men in Captain Marvel 2.
What?
That was a heavy rumor for a while. Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, I was all in for that, man. I love Rogue.
Is it going to be the Rogue from the cartoon that we watched growing up? Or is it going to be the Rogue from X-Men that we saw? Because
Marvel Studios is not going to do like Special Olympics Rogue from Fox.
Damn.
It does make you a little scared, that Patrick Stewart's in, and they could start bringing them. Hopefully they don't. If they stick to it, it's just Patrick Stewart and leave some of the other ones behind. Some of them can come. Most of them need to be left well behind.
I'm not even sure what the fuck the purpose was of Rogue in the Fox X-Men films. Like, what was she there for? What was she even there for?
She can touch you and take your powers.
I mean, she didn't look hot. Like she never showed her titties or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
In an X-Men movie? You're kidding.
She really was a waste.
But yo, when she was on True Blood, bro, she let it all go out.
Yeah, that's how vampires are, though.
I'll tell you right now, Jessica, Karen Page from the Daredevil series, I forget the actress's name, she looked damn good in True Blood, man. As a redhead, she was good. I loved that show. I did. I like HBO series. Band of Brothers is a classic.
What'd you think
Deadwood
about
is a
the Dark
classic.
Phoenix?
Oh, man, I didn't even watch it. I heard it was so bad I didn't even watch it.
Who? Dark Phoenix?
Yeah.
After
Netflix.
after Age of Apocalypse or whatever the fuck it was called, I was not even going to watch it.
I mean, all those X-Men movies were shitty if it wasn't for Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, and I mean, there's
And
some
it
other,
sucks.
and Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart,
Yeah, Patrick
obviously,
Stewart. I like Patrick Stewart. You're right. I like
he's
Patrick
born
Stewart.
to play. He's
Yeah,
born to
yeah.
play Professor X.
Ian McKellen, too, as Magneto
But-
was good.
But they
Yeah,
didn't do
yeah, I
right
like that,
by
but-
him. They didn't do right by Ian McKellen's version, but Michael Fassbender's character, his
Oh my
version
God.
was
Yeah.
definitely better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He
But
needs to
it's
be what do y'all think? Is he going to be the Magneto, or are they going to pick someone else?
No, are you kidding me?
no, I think they're gonna pick
Kevin
somebody else.
Feige already said that they're not gonna recast any of like the Fox people or any of that into the MCU. They're not doing
that
it.
sucks.
Well, they got Patrick Stewart in, so other than that,
Yeah, but you know
Who
how that
knows?
is. That's one of those things where like it's just that's a very unique situation. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You
And I
know.
wouldn't mind him sticking around, to be honest with you.
Right.
I don't really see somebody else being Professor X.
I'll tell you right now, honestly, that's a very, very, very difficult role to cast.
Yep.
To come up with another Charles Xavier
Yep.
for the MCU, they have to. They're gonna have to because let's be honest. What's his name? I'm sorry, but he's too old to like stick around in the MCU and be Professor X.
Yeah, he's in his 80s. I mean, he's not going to be around maybe another 10, 20
Patrick
years.
Stewart's in
You
his
know?
80s?
I believe so, yeah. I think he's in it. I think
Damn.
I'll double check. If anything, he's in his late 70s, but I'll double check.
I mean, he was already like 70 when he did Star Trek.
Damn, he's
Yeah.
almost
No,
he's
I'm
almost getting halfway to my POF body count.
Yeah. He was born in 1940. So he's like, what's that make him? 82?
Yeah.
Yeah.
80, almost 82. July. He'll be 82 and he'll be 82 in July.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's he's
Yeah, he
getting up there. But
probably
I mean, I was talking the other night with somebody about it, and he's he's still spry. He's doing, he did Picard season 2. They got one
Yeah.
more season on that one.
Yeah.
And he's jumping around pretty well in that season. Professor X, he could do a little longer. It's sit your ass in a chair.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So there's
Right,
not a
right,
whole
right.
lot of physicality to the role. But still, and he's pretty with it, like mentally. He doesn't seem to be slowing down at all.
But hold on, though, from a comic book authenticity standpoint, from an accuracy standpoint, the lineup of X-Men that I believe that the fandom and like the expectations are we're going to end up getting from Marvel Studios is going to be one where they're going to have a sort of middle-aged Professor X at that point.
Sure.
Like in their evolution. So at that point, you'd think they'd want to cast somebody that's maybe in their like late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah. I mean, technology-wise, they did see what they did with Luke, see what they did with Samuel L. Jackson for for Captain Marvel. They can de-age him a little bit if they need to. Yeah, but they can play around with that. They can play. I mean, look how many 30-year-olds play teenagers in high school.
Well, here's a question.
Right.
Here's a question for the panel. Let me get a number from everybody. How many years do you think it'll take before we get the X-Men in the MCU? Go ahead, Jacoby. How many years?
5+.
5+?
I think.
Okay, Marco.
I'm going on 3. I want to see. I think they're going to start sprinkling them in Phase 5.
J-Ret?
Yeah, I believe somewhere around 2 to 3 years as well, because they are already putting in there. You've got the Scarlet Witch, who's kind of crossover from X-Men anyway, and they have
Right,
Quicksilver.
He's dead.
They're gonna end up revealing her as a mutant eventually. They are gonna do it. I know they will.
Yeah.
I really feel like they will.
Do you think they're gonna show that Magneto's her father?
I don't know. I don't know. On that one, I'm not really 100% sure that they will go that route. I don't know.
Okay.
But they could. We knew very little about her actual, quote unquote, parents, right? They showed her with her parents, but it doesn't mean that they couldn't have been adopted.
No,
You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, I assume they were her like adopted parents, like, and she is
Right.
Magneto's kid.
Right. So they can
You
easily
know?
retcon that. They did that smart where they could retcon that real easy.
I want to assume in that situation that Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige will want to keep that comic book accurate, and they want to have Magneto be her father in the MCU.
And Strucker's experiments and things like that just, brought out their mutant abilities. It just tapped into them and made them come to the forefront.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll tell you right now, Gunner, one of my favorite guests, he's the co-host of Snap and MCU podcast. He has this theory where, like, literally, he thinks that, like, the reason why we haven't gotten mutants yet is because of a variant of Wanda, Scarlet Witch, that already did House of M. And House of M already happened. And she already said no more mutants, and that's why we have no more mutants. And I don't get that. It makes no sense really to me, though.
How do you bring that? But how do you bring it back?
Yeah, how can you do House of M when Wanda doesn't even know she's a mutant?
Or we don't know that she knows she's a mutant.
In the comics, when House of M happens, Wanda is fully known for a long time that she is a mutant.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, she would have to. As far as my prognosis with the X-Men, I'd like to say that I think that Marco and J-Rent are probably close to like where we're going to end up with it. I'd say probably like 3 to 3.5 to 4 years. I think. I really do. I'm going to split. I
damn sure will want that.
I mean, honestly, I feel like I really think they're going to take their time because they have a lot of shit going on right now. They have their hands full. They're going to roll the Thunderbolts out, the Young Avengers, the Fantastic Four is coming out in what, a year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, And I mean, that's going to be huge. So,
Yes,
I mean,
but I think teasing them and sprinkling them in, would be a massive build-up until them actually full-fledged X-Men being in.
True.
Yeah. I mean, hey, there's been a lot of rumors that they're gonna copy the same formula that they did with the Avengers with the X-Men.
Right.
As far as like using other characters' films to like throw the origin stories of mutant characters or X-Men characters into the movies or into the Disney Plus series and stuff.
Yep.
You could use the Disney Plus series as like origin story series for some of the characters. I'd love to see a Gambit Disney Plus series. That'd be great.
God.
Yeah, that would
One
be
of my
good.
favorite characters.
Yeah. I'd love it. And
Not exactly thriving to see Channing Tatum do it.
No,
even though I know he was crying and bitching and moaning that he didn't get to do it because
he's never going to do it. He's never going to be Gambit.
No.
He was almost until they shit canned it, and I'm glad they did.
He doesn't look like Gambit.
No. You just get somebody that favors him, that favors him.
Somebody with a New Orleans French accent.
When you think about it, Gambit, if Gambit's done right, he could be a really, really killer freaking like addition to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe as an X-Men.
Yeah, and I think I want somebody who's not a very well-known actor to do it.
I would agree.
Yeah, there's some actors you put in a role and it's like they overpower. Robert Downey Jr. was overpowering, but that role called for it. The Gambit doesn't call for a massive star role because it was just totally over. It's like they didn't have Tom Cruise, although he might be the Iron Man in the multiverse. Hopefully not. Can't stand him, but that would have been too big. He just swallows up the movie.
Yeah,
I feel like based off of everything that like all the rumors and whatnot that sound logical to me, we probably won't get Gambit right off the bat because they're going to start with like the basic team from like the original X-Men: Iceman, Jean Grey, Cyclops, and the Beast. Yeah, and that's the team. Like that's the X-Men.
Iceman,
an angel.
Archangel, yeah, that's what's up.
Angel. No, not Archangel. He doesn't become Archangel until he mixes it up with Apocalypse. Or Apocalypse,
Yeah,
Apocalypse, right.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Iceman, right? Because I'm a big Iceman fan. So,
I hope they do Archangel. I don't want to see Angel. I want to see Archangel.
What about Morph? Well,
Yeah,
he's more
Morph was a
the,
bad motherfucker too.
I guess you're
Like
talking about the uncanny X-Men, though, right? If you're talking
I don't
about
think.
looking at it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they're. I mean, I
No, they'll
listen.
do original. They'll do original team.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they get the original team first.
Yeah, and then I mean, like a lot of the theories are that they're just going to come throw the original team out there, and then they'll have the school, the institute, right? Like in Massachusetts or whatever, or New York or wherever it's at. They'll have that where like all the reserve, like younger Avengers, will be like the B team, and those characters will sprinkle in and like sub in and like join the team for certain missions and shit like that. You know, so then you'll get like Jubilee. Then you'll get Rogue. Then you'll get Gambit. Then you'll get Wolverine. Again, talk about a role that's going to be hard to cast.
Woo.
That's a big one, man.
But I mean, imagine having, the actual Wolverine origin against the Hulk.
I mean, you know what? That would be
Done correctly.
That would be a very intriguing movie. It really would be. I don't know how it would play out, the story and whatnot, how it would all work out, but it would be very intriguing.
I mean, even if it's in another, you know what I mean, with the Hulk's in, whether it's an Avengers movie or something, because they can't do Hulk by himself yet.
And if they threw Alpha Flight in there too, I'd love it. That would be awesome. I'd love to see Alpha Flight from the comics and whatnot, like in there. I don't know what's going to happen with the Hulk. Like, honestly, I still cannot figure out, like, I can't seem to find a straight answer as far as whether or not Marvel Studios has the film rights for him now or not.
Yeah, last check, no, but again, things change so quickly.
I mean, I heard that they did at one point. What, does Universal still have them?
Last time I checked, it was, but I could be wrong. Last time I checked on this, because
we got Dollface again, Gambit, and we need to bring in more Jubilee. Hell yeah, I love Jubilee.
Yeah, they need to do Jubilee correctly. That would be nice.
Right, absolutely.
But that's the beauty of what we're doing now in the MCU with Kevin Feige. We're doing characters correctly now. We don't have to worry about Fox fucking it up, and less so Sony fucking up, because MCU, they're doing a lot of that work for them and directing them. Although I don't have high hopes for Morbius, but they're allowing them to kind of tell them this is the way the character should be run. Run it this way.
Jubilee was like literally like he was Darkseid from like Justice League compared to like Rogue from fucking the like Fox X-Men. You know what I'm saying? And like Jubilee sucks. Like she has no powers.
She's very sparkly.
Yeah. Right. So she's another one. She really has no use at all. You know what I mean? Like, she's just like
up electronics.
Yeah. I mean, all she can really,
in the right hands, she can be useful.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. When her mutant powers have been explored and like and whatnot, she does have the potential to be extremely powerful. Yes. Mm-hmm. But she's she's limited or whatever, I guess. I have no idea.
The Fox people aren't going to delve deep into the characters and their history and care at all about the source material, where we know Marvel actually cares about their source material.
Who saw the New Mutants film? Who saw the New Mutants?
Ugh. Trash.
Not if it was playing on the inside of my eyelids.
I saw about half of it, and then I stopped watching it. The actress that played Magic and the character Magic was great. That's one thing I will say. Like, if they wanted to take one thing out of it and bring it over to the MCU, I'd be down with that. Colossus' sister, she was great. But that was a really weird movie. What do you guys think about Morbius? When is Morbius coming out?
Next month or something, right? Or April?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
April or May. It's either April or May. Let's see.
I don't have high hopes.
April 1st. April 1st is the right now.
April 1st.
Yeah.
Why they just bring Morbius into like Spider-Man and then throw him in there with Blade and all that, man? It's like kind of.
I think they will.
His own movie.
There's been a lot of hints already, Jacoby, that Morbius is going to end up in the MCU.
Okay.
I mean, the Vulture is in his movie from the Spider-Man films. Yeah.
Right.
So, but okay, so anyways, trying to stay on track with Ironheart, just to wrap up like this little mini segment. So as far as the Ironheart series goes, again, I have heard multiple people say like, why the fuck are they even doing that? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I can't blame them. And honestly, I don't know a lot about the character. I never read the comics. Those comics, I never did. I have nothing against the character. I don't. And hey, you never know. Like, who knows? Maybe she could be a great addition to like Black Panther 2. Maybe she could actually be like a highlight of the film. You know, like maybe she could be an addition. What do you guys think? Like, honestly, Marco, to start, why do you think that they slipped Ironheart into Black Panther 2?
Are they bridging the gap to the next? We have Armor Wars coming up, so they're kind of keeping the Iron Man theme going. We need her for Young Avengers. So, you know, at this point, why not? They have so much in their pocket. They have so many characters they can throw at you. It's another series to throw on Disney Plus and tag things together. Why not? Ironheart, go for it.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
And it's a girl character, so of course we're going to have that aspect of it. So we're getting the girl power thing happening, right? And you're going to feed into that audience, which there isn't a ton of, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely. And I mean, now we've also heard rumors that we might get the kid from Iron Man 3 might come back as an Iron Man, another Iron Man.
Sure. We had him in Endgame for a brief second. Why not?
Yep. Yep. What was that kid's name?
Annoying punk. I forget. Hold on. I think that's. Such a tool in Iron Man 3.
You know,
I liked the kid in Iron Man 3. I thought he was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. His intelligence is pretty key though. And
there's been rumors that we might end up getting the Young Avengers version of Iron Man, which is what is his name, Marco?
Lad.
Iron Lad. Yes, Iron Lad. Yeah, I mean, I've heard everything. I've heard like four different combinations of stories of like different Iron Men we're gonna get. You know, like I have a feeling. I think it's pretty obvious that probably they'll end up connecting Ironheart with Armor Wars. You'd think that would probably happen.
Right.
You know, and honestly, moving on from Ironheart, that's actually what I wanted to talk about. Next was Armor Wars. I have an article. I want to look at it. There's not that much really like important details or information in it, but there's a little bit. And, you know, again, going around the panel, Jacoby, what do you know so far about Armor Wars? Have you heard about it?
I haven't heard anything about Armor Wars.
Okay. J-Rat?
Not a lot about it. It's not something unless you read the. I guess if you follow the comics, that you're going to really know about it. But as far as mainstream, yeah, I don't know anything mainstream about it. But from what I see, it looks like it obviously has a lot to do with Iron Man related heroes, like the ones you mentioned, Iron Lad and Ironheart. So I'm kind of interested to see what this is. Obviously, you know, they're trying to introduce new characters into the Iron Man scene because Iron Man is not around anymore.
Right.
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Armor Wars at this point, Marco?
So, you know, we have Don Cheadle starring, right? Because he's going to obviously play Rhodey again, and he's going to lead up the team. And you could bring Rory into it. You can have, so it's basically what happens when the Iron Man tech falls into the wrong hands, right? So are we getting, what's his name, back in again? You know what I mean?
Justin Hammer.
Thank you. Yeah, Justin Hammer back in again, which I love that character, and I love the way he portrays that character. You know what I mean? He's just classic. But, you know, so are we going to... But, as much as I love him, do we need him again in a series?
Justin Hammer was awesome in Iron Man 2.
Oh, yeah, he's phenomenal. But, like, a whole series with him being the bad guy, I don't know that we need him. Could it work? I mean, he is very talented, and if the show is written right, I think it would work. It just makes me a little nervous because again, we saw him in Iron Man 2, so this is just Iron Man 2.5 in a series. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, I think it'll be an interesting show. I'm looking forward to Armor Wars more than Ironheart, I can tell you that.
Me too. J-Ren, do you think that they kind of just like threw that series to War Machine? You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like as a thank you, kind of like the Black Widow film, the Black Widow solo film, or the Hawkeye series. Like, here you go, like a last hurrah kind of thing. Like, hey, we'll give you a series with Don Cheadle.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, why not? It's an opportunity to get more views, and War Machine is a great character.
How popular do you think War Machine is?
She should be more. I think he should be more popular than what he actually is.
I think most people in the fandom like War Machine. I mean, I don't think that many people are enthralled by the character, but he's solid. No, I mean, let's be honest here. In the 4 or 5 films with Infinity War and Endgame and like the films before that and everything, he literally got less screen time than anybody. Like, literally. Like, the Falcon got more screen time than he did.
I mean, I thought War Machine should definitely have his own show. I thought he's a great character. He was, to me, like in the comics, he was the equivalent of an Iron Man, and he's not in the MCU.
He was. Yes, he was. Very much. It's a good point, Jay, right? In the comics, he is just like another Iron Man, essentially. Like very capable. You know what I mean? And, I mean, honestly, I think that War Machine, I think Don Cheadle's a great actor, but I think War Machine's a great character, well deserved to be given a Disney Plus series. I mean, hey, when you're throwing out Ironheart and Miss Marvel and shit like that and whatnot, and Echo and shit like that, like, dude, Armor Wars might be like the Oscar-winning like shit out of that. I mean, seriously. Miss Marvel, if you watch like an episode of that, you might get like erectile dysfunction. Like, seriously, just from seeing her in the costume.
Was she that bad?
Yeah, it was rough, man. Yeah. I think she accidentally slipped into the multiverse of madness for a minute or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened.
The latex wasn't tight enough.
No, but seriously, I'm high on Armor Wars. I really am. I think it could be really good. I think the premise, is very simple. Tony Stark's tech is being stolen or whatever. It's being robbed and whatnot, and like Rhodey's got to go out and like find it and get it back and shit and whatnot, and like get revenge and shit. Depending on like what villain or like villains or whatever they end up throwing into the mix in the series, it could be really solid. And what do you guys think? What you think Don Cheadle will survive as War Machine after the series and make it to the next Avengers team? What do you think, Marco?
I hope he does. I don't have high hopes. Do you know what I mean? He's doing it now a while. I'm glad they put Don Cheadle in. I was not a big fan of Terrence Howard. I'm glad that he did what he did, and so they had to make the switch. I think Don Cheadle's a much better actor and better for the role, but I hope he makes it out. But already having been crippled in the series, and you know what I mean, now he's going to go to full on war. I don't know. I don't have high hopes. I really hope he does, because he's the tank Iron Man, right? He's roided up Iron Man with all the goodies.
I was going to be a stunt double for Terrence Howard in the Iron Man film, but I was too black. I was too black that Thomas Howard, so I couldn't be his stuntman.
Yeah, Terrence Howard. That wasn't a good choice, man. But Don Cheadle for sure. Don Cheadle for sure is a better choice. I'm like Marco, man. I don't think he's gonna make it out of maybe not Armor Wars. I don't think he's gonna make it out of there. So
let's face it. Don Cheadle's the best Captain Planet we've ever had.
Right.
He was. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's the best Captain Planet on screen we've ever seen.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, I will bang the ugliest bitch on POF tomorrow. if you'll guarantee me that we'll get War Machine in the Avengers, I'll do it.
I'm making a call.
Ooh,
I'll take one. I'll take one for the team. I'll take one for the team.
That's a reach. I
Yeah.
don't know about that. But, yeah, I mean, if War Machine was going to be any type of have any relevance to that, you would have heard about it by now. That he would be somewhere in there. You know, I would love to see his character, you know, manifest into something different. You know, they need to give him more time. They need to create a different movie for him. That's what I think they should do. But.
Have you heard the rumors that they might do the West Coast Avengers with him as the leader?
Yeah.
Now that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I don't see it happening. I really don't, just because I don't see them separating the Avengers into two teams like that. I don't see it happening. They have too much going on already.
Yeah.
The Dark Avengers, the Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four, the
Young
X-Men,
Avengers.
Young Avengers. You know, come on.
They got it all.
Yeah.
You have to worry about the general public, the general going audience who they're trying to appeal to, as well as the comic fans, right? You don't get to the $1 billion status by just paying attention to the comic book fans. You have to play, and they're not going to get like Avengers, West Coast. Who the fuck are these people now? I'm supposed to care about these West Coast Avengers?
Yo,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They only
we know, but they don't.
They only put Professor Xavier in the Doctor Strange 2 trailer as a reaction to Ironheart. You know what I'm saying? Like, people saw a minute of the Ironheart show and they were like, fuck, we better put Professor X in this trailer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to combat this fucked up, like, situation.
Dude,
yeah, because they had to, right? That you know, the Doctor Strange 2 trailer would rock without him in there, and then you could have dropped this massive, you know, Spider-Man No Way Home surprise that he's in it, right? But no, you put it in the trailer that he's going to be there and drop that on everybody. That's a massive reaction.
Yo, just wait until we get Ironheart and Miss Marvel back to back. Yo, I'm telling you, they're gonna have to bring RDJ back in the MCU to make up for that. How fucked up it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
There's your Tom Cruise introduction.
Oh.
I'm telling you, dude. Disney's gonna be in the back alley, like sucking dick to make money when their stock tanks.
You know what? I want to get me an MCU Silver Surfer, dude. That's what I want to see.
Oh my god! Please, Harry.
They will. He'll get in there. He'll get in there with a proper Galactus this time.
Hey, we already have White Vision. He's almost the same.
Was that a big ball of what was that?
Big cloud.
Yeah,
big cloud.
Yo, White Vision is Silver Surfer without the surfboard.
No, I want that. I want his name, and them to say it, Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I want.
They said we were gonna get like the whole Universal MCU coming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was gonna be the part. That was where we were going.
Right. We're going to space more now.
Yeah, we're gonna get Nova. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're gonna get Adam Warlock.
Yeah, there you go.
Adam Warlock. That's played by that guy who was in that stupid movie with Jennifer Aniston, right? Like that kid that got his nuts bitten by a spider.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny as hell, but he's Adam Warlock. My God.
Did they do Adam Warlock's story like different though? Because technically he had the gauntlet.
Yeah,
he did have it at one point, right?
He's not going to be that. He's not going to be that same Adam Warlock from the comics. I don't think.
Right.
No.
Didn't he die of cancer in the comics?
I believe so. Yeah.
And
he was a badass. He was one of the most powerful superheroes out there in the comics. You know, like in the Infinity Saga, in the Infinity War, in the comics, he was the only superhero that could go toe to toe with Thanos.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Thanos kicked everybody else's ass. Yeah. I mean, shit, in the comics, man, Thanos kicked everybody's ass. He kicked the Watcher's ass, Infinity's ass, all of them. You know, he was like beating up Celestials and shit. I mean, I'm telling you right now, anybody who somebody the other day actually said that they should bring back Thanos. They should bring back what's his name to play Thanos again in the MCU.
Yeah.
Nah, man. You know what? He did such a good job in Infinity War. That was his movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was so good that I wouldn't want them to bring him back.
Yeah.
No, again, like the RDJ, it cheapens the whole poignancy of his death as well at the end of the movie, and them capping it off with taking him out. Right?
Do you guys think
Gotta
I'm
move
crazy
on.
at
Gotta move
all?
on.
Jacoby, do you think I'm crazy that I think that honestly?
In general, yes, but not about this.
No, you are.
You certain characters you just got to move on from.
I honestly. No, I was just gonna say I honestly think that oh shit, what is his name? The actor that played Thanos,
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin should have been nominated for an Academy Award for like supporting actor or something like that for Infinity War. I do think that.
Yeah,
he
I think
was
he
really
was
good at
that.
that.
He
I
was
don't know if
that
he
good.
won. I don't know if he should have won, but he definitely should have been nominated.
Yo, if Black Panther got nominated for an Academy Award Best Picture and shit, then like I'm sorry, but Thanos should be like nominated too. And Avengers Endgame should have been Best Picture.
Can you get nominated as Best Supporting Actor even though your character is like CGI?
Oh yeah,
You can. Okay.
oh yeah, because he did all the
that's a good
acting work
question.
for it in the mocap
Oh, you
suit.
can?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
can.
mean, technically the CGI is doing the acting, right?
No, that's him doing the acting. Like his face
They have
is
the
his
little-
face doing it. They just have to put the purple and the bald chinny and under it. But that's him emoting. That's him doing. That's him speaking. That's him doing what he had to do. Yeah.
Yo, you could just make some movie with like a piece of shit camera that you bought in a gas station and shit, and like, and be a third wave feminist that like believes in socialism and shit like that and whatnot, and is into all kinds of crazy shit. And like the Academy will give you an Oscar at that point for your film.
And it's hard to do, right? That mocap stuff is hard. It's hard to act with that because you're not in costume. Half the time, you're not even with the other people, right? You're just on the stage doing what you got to do, and you can't see shit because you're not looking at the things that are supposed to be there because they're not there.
How do you have
right?
sex? How do you do sex like in mocap?
It's a very Demolition Man. It's not pretty. It's kind of useless.
The VR set.
Yep.
Yo, some chick the other day wanted me to like she wanted to use a female condom with me or whatever. I was like, yo, are you fucking kidding me, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that shit? She's like, it's all good. She's like, it's all good. It feels just like raw or whatever and whatnot. I'm like, yo, you're fucking crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
is wrong. I still think it is wrong.
I was like, yo, that's not logical, bro. You know what I mean? I told her straight up. I was like, yo, you killed my buzz right there. You know, everything was good until she dropped that shit, man.
It's like a big ring this big they just put in that little hole in it.
Yeah, I mean, she killed it, man. I'm telling you right now, my energy went from like this to like this the minute she said that shit.
I've just been like,
oh
all right, okay, I don't care.
She's like, my ex-boyfriend says it feels just like normal or whatever. I'm like, yeah, well, he's probably a desperate, never gets pussy ass motherfucker. I'm not him.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why he's an ex.
Yeah.
right.
You got the fuck out of there. No, it's not you. It's me.
I mean, seriously. That's one of those guys that's out there like sending dick pics to chicks like thinking it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's positive. You know? I love it, dude. I love dudes that convince me that dick pics work. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know. They'll tell you,
I
man.
don't.
You got a lot of time on your hands when you're doing that, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, dude. I was talking to this chick on Bumble the other day, and I was like, yo, I thought about sending you a dick pic just as a joke. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck it, I was gonna send one just to like be like, fuck it. You know? Just because I don't do it.
Just Google a random fucking penis and then send it. They won't know, right? Just find some fucking badass fucking 12-incher and just from Google and just send it. She'd be like, damn.
Yo, I don't want my shit swapped out with anything like that because I'll tell you right now, like all my anal game will be gone.
Hey, look,
Anal
you
game.
go
What?
1,000 women at your door if you put a 12-inch dick pic out there, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, the chicks I know, they don't like 10-inch long penises with anal. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know.
Who wants to taste that?
Oh, hey man, I've got a T-shirt. I got a T-shirt the other day. I'm gonna wear it sometime on a show that says "Real men eat ass."
Oh shit!
Next time when you give it to
Yes.
them, just you got to remind them that this isn't for them. This is for you.
Right. That's your preference.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to get the views up and the subscribers say you eat ass.
Just like the female condom.
They're going to kill me. I told them to send me a video holding an object and start nodding.
Anything is a dildo when you really put your mind to it. There's no such thing as too large or too sharp. Every time you stop to question yourself, I want you to tell yourself, I can and I will.
That's right. I can and I will, unless you've got a female condom, then fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You throw that shit out, bro.
I take it you don't practice safe sex.
No, I do. I do. I use my Bacta tank. You know what I'm saying? Like my Bacta tank is like my plan B.
Oh shit!
You know?
Gotta stick really well.
I done got my guns ready. Oh my god!
You don't want any bumps on your gaffy stick?
Yo, could you imagine if they came out with a condom that evaporates? Like once you get inside, it evaporates like on a chick? That shit would be hot.
I'd hate to see what your last 10 subscriptions were.
Why?
Oh man. Oh my god.
God damn. Man.
Yo, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. Look. I'm telling you, I have been on every freaking crazy ass weirdo fucking like dating sex site you can imagine. And like I'm telling you right now, I met a chick one time on a website with chicks looking to get pregnant. And she was 19 and she was fine as hell. She was a Cuban chick with a fine ass body and she wanted to get pregnant. She's stupid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And yo, I'm shooting blanks for a minute now. Ever since I took that baseball bat back in 2014, like I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh yeah, I was like, hey, I'll take care of that for you. You know what I mean? You know, and I made sure that I like deposited my seed up in her multiple times during like my time with her. You know, and you know what? Like, it was great, man. You know what I mean? It was a good con. You know, I feel good about it. I mean, she was an asshole anyway, dude. 19 years old, wants a kid by herself and shit and whatnot. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want child support. I don't want anything to do with you. Yeah, right, bitch. If I actually got you pregnant, 2 weeks later, you'd be calling my ass for money. I'd be in court. I'd be arrested.
That should be a citizen.
Oh my god.
Which is the most important part.
But yo, she gave me she gave me some weak ass head though, bro. Her head game was weak, bro. It was weak. It was like fucking Baby Yoda like level, like impact. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Did you see him jumping around that last episode? Which, honestly, not to bring it back, but jumping around for all that time and then he squashes the fucking ball. Like, when you just done in the beginning, like, hey, pricks, fish.
Yo, why don't they do a movie with Fox, X-Men Rogue, and Baby Yoda and the fucking the face animal from Shang-Chi? That's the movie.
The faceless animal.
Yeah.
Take my money. Take my kids' college fund. I'm there.
That's it, dude. That's the movie right there. I'm telling you, it'd be better than Captain Marvel.
Oh, goddamn.
There's some serious hate on that movie.
Yeah.
You hate that as much as I hate the Nolan Batman stuff.
Yo, this is better than Captain Marvel.
Espérase.
Shimamo to cage. とどめを刺せ。やめろ、島本刑事。やめろ、やめろ。どうだな、助けに来た男に殺される気分は。鉄十字団に恨みを持つ麻薬刑事さ。スパイダーストリング。格闘技世界チャンピオンスパイダーマン。
Yeah, man. See, I'm telling you right now.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I could seriously just watch an hour or two of that. That was awesome.
Yo,
I've seen that much of it. I've seen it, but not that much of it.
Yo, that shit is fucking dope as hell, man. I don't even know. All I know is like that's the multiverse of madness right there, bro. If you ever actually go to the multiverse of madness, that's it. You know, that fucking guy with the robot face and shit is there and whatnot, dude. You know, it's intense.
I like the guy. I like the cowboy with the guitar that shoots guns.
Yeah.
Which is basically apparently where Robert Rodriguez got it for El Mariachi.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be in Desperado when he get the guys come out with the suitcases that have the guns in it.
Yeah, man.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yo, that was a very energetic, active Spider-Man, man. He was jumping around and shit, rolling.
Martial arts world champion.
Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. The director of that movie is actually going to be directing Captain Marvel 2.
Can't wait.
The director gave that video to Kevin Feige as like her interview video, like.
That's her demo reel, great.
Wow.
That was like her best. That was like her greatest hits.
I'll be camping outside the theater for the tickets. Everybody's gonna think I'm just a homeless guy on the street. Why are you here by yourself?
The funny thing is, honestly, that I actually am optimistic that Captain Marvel 2 will be good. I actually do think it will be.
In spite of Brie Larson.
I think Brie Larson's gonna come back and come back and like be hungry and like get after it.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
She needs to be. She definitely needs to be.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, this right here, this essentially like is an indication of like Brie Larson's acting skills. There's Brie. That's Brie right there.
Yeah.
Shake it off and walk away.
She's transracial now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Monica Rambeau's gonna blow her ass out of the water in Captain Marvel 2, bro. They're gonna have to take Monica out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some Nancy Kerrigan shit, yo, with Monica.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, dude.
Too funny, man.
I'm telling you, Brie can't handle the competition, man. You know? She found out they were bringing back Rogue from the X-Men movies to be in Captain Marvel 2 and whatnot, and she was worried, man. She's scared. She better watch her back.
Yeah, right.
And she's not extremely well liked either, so.
Hey, look. Honestly, I think that when it comes to Captain Marvel the movie, I think there's probably lots of different like people that were involved and different people that had responsibilities with the production and whatnot that maybe didn't do the best job overall. Not just Brie, you know. I didn't think the story was that good. I didn't think the script was very good. And the chemistry between her and Samuel L. Jackson in the film, which they thought was going to be like a major bonus for them in the film, like a plus, has never happened.
Right.
You know? And why, I don't know. I mean, what? Didn't Brie win an Oscar? Didn't Brie Larson win an Oscar?
She did?
Yeah. Didn't she win Best Actress?
She may have.
Or she was nominated.
I'm not gonna look it up.
I will. See what's under her awards and yeah.
She did.
Oscar winner for
what?
best performance in an actress in leading role. Yeah.
What movie was that?
Room.
Oh,
From
okay.
2015. That movie nobody watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, guys, I have a new trailer.
She won a Primetime Emmy. She won a BAFTA.
Wow.
She's done a bunch. I mean, I'm nominated a bunch of times, but actually won 3 different things.
Well, check out this trailer. This segment of this show we got here.
Okay, there's a program in the UK called Stars in Their Eyes, where normal members of the public go on and dress up and imitate, their favorite iconic stars. So let's see who this woman is going to be.
Και εμείς αποχαιρετούμε τη Μαντό και υποδεχόμαστε τον Stevie Wonder.
What? No. No, all right, okay. So you're going to have this white woman turn into a blind black man. Really, I just want to see it just because, really? Let's see. Oh my God. Why would someone do this? She's even pretending to be blind. She's got the assistant, really? Oh my God. This is wrong on so many levels, but it's really... Oh my God. Stevie Wonder. Some people would say this is Karen's gone too far, but I don't even know. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. They're clapping. Why are they clapping? This is stupid. This is so wrong, but I'm sorry. This is one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen. No. No. This is where someone's gone too far. I'm going to mute it, but let's just see her acting. This is ridiculous. She's going ham.
Yo! Hey! Stevie's back, baby!
Oh my God. African Embassy on line 1. Jeez.
That was funny.
This is the only MCU podcast or YouTube channel or show where you'll actually have blackface during the show.
Wow.
Hey, you know what? Hey, blackface can be funny as shit sometimes, dude. In that situation, it's funny.
But even in All in the Family, we figured out that was wrong. That was the fucking 70s.
Yo, when that chick was bobbing her head back and forth and shit and whatnot, that shit just that I almost fell over, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, that dude, that was fucking hilarious.
Yo, could you imagine seeing yourself doing that? Like that's you and like that, and you're watching yourself on video, fucking acting like that and shit.
If you're going to offend people, you might as well offend 2 completely different demographics at the exact same time.
Why not?
Yo, I love playing that video because I've played that before with a panel where like it takes a minute for people to laugh. At first, they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like like they're just like they're looking around. You know what I mean? Like and then finally like they start to chuckle and whatnot. Dude, that shit's hilarious, man. Yo, when she was playing the fake keyboards and shit and whatnot. And like, acting like she needed help to walk over there and everything. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that is good acting.
I mean, the blind people won't know. They're not going to see that, but that's okay.
They should hire that bitch to, like, coach Brie Larson.
Right.
That bitch could be Brie Larson's mentor. You know what I'm saying? You know. Hey, maybe Bree will go blackface next.
Oh no.
Nah.
It's like on my show when we torture the Amish. They're not gonna know. We can torture them all we want. They'll never find out. They won't hear it.
I would do a blackface. I wouldn't give it that.
Yo, if that shit happened in America, I don't know who that bitch is, but she'd be canceled.
She'd be gone. That show would be gone.
You know what I'm saying? Not even POF would let her on.
The backlash would be unreal.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh man, I can only imagine.
They'd be in the same unemployment line as the person who wrote the, Thor 2.
That's right. POF would be like, nah, man, we're downgrading you. You got to go on match.
Damn.
That's where I met my wife.
Oh, really?
On Match, yeah.
I don't think there's anything lower than POF.
Tinder.
Have you ever
Grindr or one of those? Yeah.
Have you ever been on have you ever been on FetLife?
Which one?
Who?
FetLife?
I've heard of it. Heard of it, but
FetLife. FETLIFE.
Nah.
It's a hardcore BDSM weirdo sex type site.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm not into
and
that.
you know about it.
Of course I do. What are you kidding me?
All right, Jeff, what's your handle on that? Let me see.
What do you think it is, man? True
I
knowledge.
don't know if you were keeping it consistent.
True knowledge, baby.
Sure.
Yo, I'm true knowledge on everything, man.
You keep it real in the field.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
It is what it is. It's all right.
Hey, one time I hooked up with a chick off there, and she was a little, which is like a chick that pretends to be a baby.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? At times? Yeah. You know? And sucks on pacifiers and shit and whatnot and everything, and plays with baby toys and shit.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, that's enough of that. We got to get Jeff a job.
Yeah.
I should have came on my jokes tonight, man. It's just too.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Nope.
That chick had just turned 20, and I'm telling you right now, her vagina was so tight that shit was A++. Okay, A++. All right.
And don't you say because it was like a baby.
No, it wasn't.
But he's so wrong.
But she did have
I had to say that.
Yo, she had this weird ass vagina that was on an angle and shit. And I had one of those moments where I was trying to have sex with her for 15 minutes straight and I couldn't get in. You know what I'm saying? I was sweating, dying and shit, almost having a heart attack and shit. And dude, her pussy was on a slant.
No.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, come at it side saddle.
Yeah. It was weird, man. You know what I'm saying? But either way, at the end of the day, look, we actually have already pulled off an hour and 45-minute live stream. So I at this point, before something really fucked up happens, why don't we go ahead and kill the show and do our plugs and shit, and we'll move on with our night so I can go on POF and go find some hoes.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like not a plan.
Jacoby, why don't you start, man? Talk about your podcast.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm Jacoby freaking R, man. I Take My Coffee Black podcast, man. I talk about pretty much everything. I like Marvel. I like DC. Any kind of movies, sports, entertainment. That's me. Catch me on all platforms. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all of it, IG, TikTok. I'm a funny person. I got this African dude I just created, so he always talking about blackface. Wait till you see this guy. And I appreciate y'all letting me come on once again, Jeff, S, Marco, and J Rent. Is that how you say it? J Rent?
J Rent, yep, yes, sir.
Hey, can I connect with all you guys too, man? Just wanted to put that out there too. Give you guys my contact and whatnot. We let's connect, man. Because I've been to martial arts too, just to let you know that too.
Yo, you can follow me and friend me on POF, bro.
Can't do that. Look, I don't even have a POF.
Don't try that. Don't try that. We saw you.
You know what? We're live right now.
And we are live. Hey, look.
Stick with that.
A lot of people know me on. Don't do me like that, man.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, I have on Facebook right now. You can go look on the MCU's Bleeding Edge Facebook page. I have a service offered, right? And this is what it says. It literally says that I'm offering a service to troubled women who have been sexually unsatisfied by men for their entire life and whatnot, and are depressed. You know what I mean? And they're the shadows. You know what I'm saying? And over at the Bleeding Edge, we're offering services, to try to connect with these women on a personal level, in a private level, a very, overall, occasionally maybe bringing in a female assistant as a part of the therapy sessions with the unsatisfied sexually woman to help out. You know what I mean? But these women are in the shadows, man, and we at the Bleeding Edge think that they should need to come out into the light. Fuck illegal immigrants, bro. I'm worried about chicks that haven't gotten laid, bro, and haven't gotten satisfied.
Jeff is a giver, everyone. Jeff is a giver.
Majorly.
I mean, hey, these women are neglected. All right, they're depressed. I mean, I'm telling you, man. You
are so thoughtful.
Have you heard of the disorder? Never had good D before? Ascites? Or I only fuck beta males ascites?
Huh?
It's a troubling condition, man. You know what I'm saying? Those weak ass passive, type dudes, man. They can't stretch that bitch out far enough.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They can only open the door a quarter of the way, man. You feel me? You got to be able to go 360 on that bitch.
Move it around.
Yeah.
Spin it like a top.
Yeah. Those beta male dudes are the ones that are offered to the chick to use the female condom. Like, hey, you should use a female condom. It's a good idea. I favor it. It's better than raw. So Marco, you want to go ahead and plug your show?
Sure. I am the host of Entertainment Rants. We're online at entertainmentrants.com. You can find us on all podcasting platforms. We're just starting to really kick into our YouTube channel. We do a lot of Instagram at Entertainment Rants, and we do a lot of the pop culture, but we deal with stuff from the 80s to today, right? We just finished our Clue episode, and then we're going to be talking about the Batman soon. So nothing is safe. Mostly TV and movies. I would dabble a little bit in comics and things like that, but mostly TV and movies. Music, I know nothing about, so don't come to us for that.
Hey, all you need to know, as far as music goes, as long as you know about Bandmade, you're good.
Well, I just wanted to open that door for you, Jeff.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
And this is you right here?
That's us, yep.
I just subscribed.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
So, J-Rat, you want to go ahead and plug your pod?
Yeah, man. Thanks. Jeff, thanks for having me on your show. Nice meeting you guys. Marco, and then I didn't catch your first name again, but I know I like my coffee black. Jacoby. Marco and Jacoby. Yes. Nice chatting with you guys. I had fun. Just had a couple of good laughs. Got my own podcast on Facebook. It's called A Podcast Odyssey. You can find it just by typing in JRent2000 in the search. You'll find me. It looks just like this on there. So, find me, add me, and I normally have guests. I communicate with all my viewers through the comments, and we just have fun. I'm very interactive with everybody that shows up on the live feed, and all around just talking about shows, movies,
Yo, I'm challenging you right now, J-Rat. I'm challenging you right now, bro. I want to see you come out on your next show and drop some sick ass, raw ass shit like I've been throwing on this show, bro. So, I want to see you get after it, bro.
I say some shit on there. Not too bad. I gotta watch out though. On Facebook, it's a little bit more stricter. That's it. Yes, sir. That's it. On Spotify, on Apple as well. So
yeah, obviously Facebook's really on point with their shit since I've got that service on there about banging unsatisfied women and everything and whatnot as like a service that I'm offering and everything.
I get away with talking about a lot of stuff, but you gotta just be careful. That's all I gotta say. Just watch out what you say.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
My main goal right now on Facebook is working towards the monetization. Right now, I've got over 3,400 followers on my page. Not everybody comes in and watches the show all at once, but got a very good consistent fan base. And I like to thank those guys, especially a lot of the gaming content creators that I worked with. They always come and show me support. So give out thanks to Drunk Wizard, Dollface. We've got Patrick, we got Kirsten, Max from the Max and Patrick show, a bunch of guys that are doing things that I always stop by, show support. And I know once we have you guys, whenever we all collaborated, at least on my show, you will be meeting new faces too and having different directions to go, with the networking. And that's what it's all about.
Hell yeah, dude. Wait till they beat my ass.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll get a kick out of you.
They'll be like, look at this fucking guy.
This guy's crazy.
For real, dude. What the hell's going on here? So anyways, folks, I'm not a big plugger. I do not like endlessly ranting about subscribing and this and that and whatnot, but I will say that Cybernetic Shark, my co-host, and I are trying to see if we can hit 1,000 subs by the end of March. So every single one counts. And if you enjoy our MCU content, our Marvel content, our DCU content, our live streams, if you watch the videos after they come out on YouTube like most people do, then hey, please subscribe. I mean, you're already here. You know what I'm saying? You're already watching the Stevie Wonder shit, and getting after it, talking about Ironheart and and Bree. You might as well subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you didn't like Captain Marvel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? And feel free to check out a couple of my Bleeding Edge reactions if you want to check out some dope ass reactions. I'm a pretty long-winded dude, so as long as you're okay with 35-minute reactions, you're good with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't play.
Oh, yeah.
I turn reaction videos into intense 7-hour series and shit. But no. Shout out to the MCU fandom and shout out to all of you MCU's Bleeding Edge supporters and shout out to all the families of all my guests. Thank you to J-Rent. Thank you to Jacoby for being on the Bleeding Edge again. Marco, thank you for coming on, brother. It's good to see you. And we're out of here, folks. True Knowledge. Out. Peace.
All right.